Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. Well, this weekend is the first weekend of preseason NFL. The Hall of Fame Bowl was last week, as you know. And this week, all the football teams in the NFL will start their 3-week preseason schedule. And Tampa Bay will be playing the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the opening of the preseason for professional football. And we'll be glad, all the football fans and NFL fans, to see them out there playing, even though we all know, because we're fans, there won't be any of the quote-unquote superstars playing because they probably would risk injury, especially the first game of the preseason. So a lot of the players that was drafted and the players that they brought into camp, those players will be playing. But again, it was only 3 weeks in preseason, so I'm sure as the weeks get closer to the last game, they will incorporate some of the better players in the second or the third game. But I would doubt very seriously they let them play that long because they don't want anyone injured. So it's starting this week. We play the Cincinnati Bengals. There'll be a full schedule. Every team in the NFL will be out there. Thursday night, we shoot the show Wednesday, so it'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. There will be no Sunday game. It'll be during those nights that they will have the preseason. And so the Tampa Bay Bucks will take on the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll be here to tell you about the players who made the plays and what happened in the game, and hopefully the biggest thing, nobody gets injured. And so that's the big NFL news of this week. The Tampa Bay Rays are 57-54 in fourth place out of a 5-team division in the American League East. They were beaten last night by the St. Louis Cardinals in a close game, 4-3. And they've been on a series out in Houston before that, and then they'll return to St. Petersburg after this St. Louis series, which is tonight and tomorrow night. And I think they get off Friday, and then they'll start the next series at home on a Saturday, so that they get a day break when they have to travel. So that's what's going on with the Tampa Bay Ray baseball team. As you know, we got rid of a lot of players with the Rays. We got rid of Zach Eflin, Randy Rosarina. We got rid of Paredes, a lot of great players, Armstrong, great players. We got a lot of talented draft picks, and we got a lot of picks from the other teams for them. I think we got 40 players for the 6 that we got rid of. And then we got a couple of them traded in to start, and they're starting with the Rays right now. And the Rays are about the same as they were when the players left, and they've gathered up all that young talent. So that's where the Rays are. They're not out of the wild card hunt because only 3 games out, but they're not on the top of the World Series odds to win if you're sports betting it out at Westgate either, okay? So that's what's going on with the Tampa Bay Rays. The Lightning still having practices and training camp, not doing much because the season won't start till October, so they're still a little early there. As far as the NASCAR, PGA, they're all at the Olympics in Paris. They're still there. They'll still be there throughout this week, all weekend until next Tuesday, so they'll be there a little while longer. They've done a lot of the Olympic events, but that's how many there are. It takes 16 days. And they're about day 9, I think. Day 9, 8, 9, I forget sometimes because it gets, after you watched it quite a while and you go from aquatic swimming to bareback jumping to sailing to judo, you just don't know what you might get. So it's hard to keep up with all that. We are leading the medal count over China. And then after China, it is France. And after France, it is Great Britain. And that's your top 4 as far as total medals. Australia's about 6th place. They're doing pretty good. Japan's down there about 7th or 8th. But that changes every day because they pass out about 40, 50 medals a day. So, it can change overnight. But that's what's going on in sports. A lot of it Olympic related. And the NFL kicks itself off this weekend in preseason. And we can get ready for college in a couple weeks to start their season, the end of August. And, of course, as you all know, this year there's going to be 12-team playoff like the NFL. There won't be none of this, there's only 4 teams and all of these good teams got left out like whereas last year. There'll be 12 teams in the playoffs that will play to go to the national championship game. But as you know here on Sports Talk with the Cowboy, we call the national championship game, what they call that, we call it the college Super Bowl. That's what we call it here, okay? And that's what this tournament will be playing them into. So that's about what's going on in sports this week. It's one of those August weeks where a lot of things are going on in different directions, and a lot of things, because of the Olympics once every 4 years, they aren't even having. And that cuts out on quite a lot. But our questions, and we've got a lot, Sha'Carri Richardson question I've got here from Tammy. What about Sha'Carri Richardson, who lost the 100-yard dash, 100-meter dash the other day to St. Lucian? Which Sha'Carri had a good run, and this little girl from St. Lucia, little Caribbean island, less than 200,000 people on this island, has only got 4 members of their Olympic team in the Olympics. Only got 4 people, okay? And she was one of them, and she won a gold medal over Sha'Carri Richardson in the 100-yard dash. And that was the first medal that country, St. Lucia, has ever won in any sport. And that was pretty groundbreaking stuff, okay? For them people down there at St. Lucia, little old small island down in the Caribbean. And the other day, the same girl won a silver medal in the 200-yard dash. So the St. Lucians have won 2 medals now. 1 gold, 1 silver. Same girl. So she's going to be a hero down there, okay? And it was just something to watch a little country like that win a medal for the first time in the history of their country. I seen another one, Guatemala. Never won a gold medal before. They won medals, but never gold. They won one in skeet shooting. Female skeet shooting. Guatemala, gold medal. I watch the underdogs here at sports. We watch the little fellas that don't have all the funding. But Sha'Carri, in your question, ran a good race. She just didn't get off the blocks as good as she could have. But this girl is a formidable runner. And I look for Sha'Carri Richardson to run in the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, which is where they will be after Paris 4 years from now. 2028, LA, Los Angeles. I look for Sha'Carri Richardson to win and race that 100 and 200. I hope she runs a 200 in the 2028 Olympics. So thanks for your question. God bless you, Tammy. The next one's from Ray. And Ray wanted to know what I thought about the new Tampa Bay Rays stadium. Well, Ray, myself and DJX have been telling people for years, St. Petersburg is where we're going to get it, and St. Petersburg got it. Okay, a $1 billion, that's with a B, $1,300 million complex. Housing, grocery stores, daycares, museums, the whole district, a destination, hotels, water park, the whole works, and a stadium. 30,000 seat stadium. St. Pete's got it. It's signed up 30 years with 10-year option. That's 40 years. They're putting the shovels in the ground as soon as this season's over with. I'm not a construction guy. I know it's going to be at the same location, and the whole surrounding industrial area, the gas plant district there in St. Petersburg, they're going to develop it. Housing and all what we said. It's going to be in phases. They're going to start in the middle and go out. So that's, Ray, what's going on over there at that stadium. And myself and DJX years ago said they would be St. Petersburg, get that stadium. They would stay in St. Petersburg. And Ray, they are going to stay. So your grandkids can still watch the Rays because they're not going nowhere. No, they can't go nowhere with a penalty that they're going to put on them if they have to try to leave. They just can't afford it. So Ray, thank you for your question. God bless you. And the last one is from Caroline, and Caroline wanted to know what the favorite Olympic sport of mine has been. And I would probably say the 100-yard dash, Caroline, to see that little country that had never won a medal win one. I didn't know they had never won a medal until they won one, but that kind of made me feel, these countries take for granted these medals, and to see that country be so excited about winning that medal out there, the public don't even have TVs, a lot of them, they out there in big fields watching on a television this girl run. And to know that little old island only sent four people. And you've seen these delegations from all these countries, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and they only had 4. I've seen countries only had 2 on their team. So, and I have a lot, and I had to, because Carolyn, you put into as another part of that question, what about Russia? Carolyn, Russia was banned from the Olympics. They said, don't come. You're a bad guy. You're out. Belarus, you're in there with them. You're out. You ain't coming. You 2 guys ain't coming. So they didn't come. That's why you didn't hear Russia at the top of the list, because they not invited. Neither is Belarus. So let's get I guess they better get the little Ukrainian war situation straightened out over there and end that war, So in 2028, they can visit the United States. If not, I guess they can just stay over there in Russia by themselves and look at everybody else have the Olympics, which they don't like because they're good at the Olympics, the Russians is. God bless you for your question, Caroline. And for all y'all out there, continue to watch our show, share, send your comments, questions, so we can answer them. And we're going to start the Sports Talk with the Cowboy You Pick 'em pool. I want to mention that again. Brian Praddock came in second last year to Bill Carney, that was the winner. And we're going to start the Sports Talk with the Cowboy You Pick It pool. We're going to have those sheets at the Village Inn, 3101 US 27 in Sebring. And you can put it in the comment and pick the games. But that isn't starting until the regular season starts. And I'm just giving you a heads up about that coming up. A lot of people have asked. It's coming back. We're going to start it. How about college? Hadn't got there yet. We're discussing college. A lot of people want it. A lot of work. We're just going to say for now, it's the You Pick 'em NFL pool. And we'll get back to you later about the college picks if that comes about. I want you to be kind to your neighbor. Give him a helping hand. We need a lot more love and goodness in this country and world than we do hate and bloodshed. And until the next show, God bless you. Cowboy out.